Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Thank Fitness it's Friday.
Welcome back to the award-winning podcast, Thank Fitness, it's Friday. Now it's time to talk vitamins. You've seen them on bottles. You've probably swallowed a few today. But do you really know what they do?
No. In fact, I took some today.
What do you
some
have?
every day. I think
Is it multivitamins?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I just play safe.
Okay.
I just go with all of them. You know.
Yeah, one or all. All right, now let's break down the alphabet soup of health. One letter at a time, okay? Vitamins, we all know, are essential for the body to function properly. But this doesn't mean that you start to automatically load up and just consume a handful of tablets just to meet the amount that you need per day. But before we get into the details, I wanted to ask you, do you know how the word vitamin came about?
No, I'm going to get vitality. I'm completely making this up.
Mm-hmm.
Is it got a Greek connection in some way?
No,
Because most
Latin.
words... Latin. Well, it's one or the other, right? It's Greek or Latin. It's one or the other.
Yeah. All right, close enough, Neil. Now, the word vitamin originated from the combination of the Latin word vita, which means life, and the word amine, basically a nitrogen-containing compound.
Which would be vitality as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Life-giving.
Exactly. So the term vitamins was coined back in the 1912 when this particular doctor, I believe he's called Casimir Funk, a Polish biochemist, was studying certain properties in food that seem to prevent nutritional diseases such as beriberi. That's basically where you have got vitamin B1 deficiency, or scurvy, which is where you have vitamin C deficiency.
Everyone knows that because that's
Yeah.
what the British sailors famously used to catch.
Exactly.
And that's where the word comes from, limey. Have you ever heard the British term? The American term for Brits was limey.
Oh, never heard of that.
Because they used to have to eat limes.
Okay,
on
now
the
that makes sense.
ships to hold off scurvy.
Very smart, Neil.
To this day, Americans still call Brits limeys.
Limey. Is
Because
it
of that. It was a
considered
derogatory
offensive?
term, I believe. Yeah, well, it was back then.
Yeah.
Due to the independence wars,
Yeah.
the Americans against the Brits, they
Yeah.
would call them limeys because they would get scurvy.
But now it's accepted as it is.
Well, I don't think it's used that much anymore.
Do you
I mean,
feel
if
like-
Rob is still listening,
Yeah.
I know he's an American.
Yeah.
You still hear Americans use the word limey.
Limey?
Not much.
It doesn't sound so bad, but I think for a native like yourself, do you feel offended?
No, I don't care. It was like 300 years ago.
All right, now, anyways, we digress. Now, this class of organic compounds seemed to, be vital to life, so he named them vitamins, a term that has evolved into what we now know as vitamins. Okay? So different vitamins serve different purposes and contribute to different bodily functions. How many vitamins are there in total, Neil?
5,
What?
12.
13, Neil. 13
Oh, I said
vitamins.
12. 12 wasn't a bad guess.
Close.
Okay.
13 vitamins in total, and 8 of these come from the B group of vitamins. B has complex vitamins that breaks down from B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. While the rest of the vitamins stems from A, C, D, and K. But today, we're going to talk mainly about A, B, and C. All right? So why are vitamins important? Because they are considered as micronutrients, which means that your body needs them in small amounts because some of them do play massive roles, from keeping your skin healthy and to helping your muscles work to fighting off diseases. Vitamins are pretty much like the backstage crew to ensure that your body functions well. And here's the kicker. Your body can't make them all or can't make enough of them, so we often rely on food or supplements. But we all know that at the end of the day, vitamins is best consumed when it's directly from the food source rather than supplements. So while most people can get the necessary vitamins from the diets, those with certain medical conditions such as malnutrition or gastrointestinal disorders, they may need vitamin supplementation. In addition, vitamins may interact with medications and may lead to unwanted outcomes such as reduction of medication efficacy. So we have to find a balance between how much vitamin you actually need. Okay, and lifestyle and life events would also have a role to play in terms of how much you need. Pregnant females, for example, they would require supplements such as folic acid, vitamin B9, because it helps, to develop the brain and the spine for the fetus. All right. So vegetarians as well, vegetarians and vegans are at greater risk of developing vitamin B12 deficiency because plant-based diet doesn't really have a lot of these B12 vitamin in them, right? So they don't naturally contain that much of it. So that's why you got to consume it in supplements they have sold in stores. So with so many vitamins, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But let's look at the first 3 for today. And before we get into the details, I want you to remember one thing. You need to understand the differences between fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins, right? While excess water-soluble vitamins are passed out in urine, fat-soluble vitamins are often stored in the liver, skeletal muscles, and fatty tissues. So as we walk through the list, I will tell you exactly why that matters and why or when you should be consuming them as such. And each vitamin has different kind of properties. So just pay attention. All right, let's talk about vitamin A.
Okay.
First guess, Neil. What do you think it's for?
I knew you were going to ask me this. Well, I know vitamin C is skin.
I'm not going to get there. Vitamin A first.
Energy.
I mean...
I don't know. Protein. I don't know.
What?
Bones.
Vision and skin.
Oh, I thought that was C.
That's close enough.
Okay.
Now, vitamin A, vision, and skin, they're also considered to be fat-soluble, which means that it would take a long time for you to, stay in your body. And basically, an excessive intake of fat-soluble vitamins over a prolonged period of time can lead to buildup. So you need to make sure that you consume not too much of it, just enough for your body. So vitamin A is your eye doctor and skincare specialist rolled into one. It helps to maintain healthy vision, especially night vision, and supports your immune system and skin health. And to promote optimal absorption, you should consume vitamin A supplements with a fat-containing meal.
Interesting.
Okay? And keep in mind that if you eat a balanced diet, taking vitamin A supplements typically isn't exactly necessary.
That's very interesting because my night vision is genuinely terrible.
Yep.
So are you going to tell us where we get vitamin A from?
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
will.
thank you.
So, before we get there, okay, we have to make it clear that some study have suggested that high dose of vitamin A supplements may increase the risk of all-cause and cancer-related mortality. And it can also be toxic to your liver if you take too much of it. So you got to be, balanced in the diet. So you'll find vitamin A in food products like orange and green veggies like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, dairy products like milk, cheese and yogurt, egg yolk especially, considering you don't really consume much meat, right? Mangoes and papayas are where you can often find vitamin A as well. Okay, so that's pretty much for everything you need to know about vitamin A.
Interesting. Well, I eat lots of spinach.
Yep.
I eat lots of eggs.
Yep.
And dairy. So I'm pretty much covered there. I don't eat those fruits, though. I need to eat more fruits.
Yeah, I think fruits are important because they could contain, some of the best vitamins out there when it comes to food sources. Okay, let's dive into the next one, vitamin B. I'm not going to break down into the 8 different complex terms that they have because it's going to take a long time. And we're just going to generalize them all together. But before we get there, what is vitamin B for?
Bones.
Nope. Close, close, yeah.
Circulation.
It was one of your answers from the previous time around.
I said skin.
Yeah.
I said teeth. No, energy.
Yes,
Thank you.
very good.
Thank you.
Energy and brain support.
Okay.
Now, vitamin B is considered to
Yeah.
be water-soluble. So this one's a group effort. There are 8 B vitamins, often lumped together as the B complex. Now, they help our bodies use the energy-yielding nutrients, such as carbohydrates, fat, and protein for fuel. And they can also play a crucial role in maintaining the health of your nervous system, including brain function, and keeping your red blood cells happy.
That's a good one.
Okay? So if you're constantly feeling tired or foggy, you could be low on B12.
I could be.
And especially since you're vegetarian, a lot of food that you consume don't necessarily contain B12 because B12 is usually found in meat products, right? So in that case, if you're low on B12, a supplement might be a smart call. Okay, some people might also benefit from taking vitamin B on an empty stomach. For example, it's recommended that people who suffer from B12 deficiency take B12 supplements on an empty stomach with water to promote maximal absorption.
Okay.
Okay? And because they're water soluble, you can take them with or without food at any time of the day. And it's often recommended that you take vitamin Bs in the morning due to their role in nutrient metabolism and energy production as well.
Makes sense.
So you get vitamin B from food like whole grains, meat, eggs, and leafy greens as well. And if you're lacking in vitamin B, you can face several health issues from the likes of nerve damage and even skin problems. So you want to make sure you take enough of that. But while vitamin B are generally safe when obtained through a balanced diet, excessive intake can lead to various side effects, such as nerve damage, skin issues, and digestive problems. So you got to find a balance in that.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself feeling tired, Neil?
A lot, but I don't know if that's age or too much work. I don't know. So
Okay.
it could be a combination. So what were the best things to eat for B again?
So B, you would want to eat whole grains food. You want to eat meat, which you don't, but eggs would be a good option.
Yeah.
Leafy greens as well.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so as long as you keep to these food options, you could be, getting enough. If not, that you could just turn over to supplements if necessary.
Very good.
Okay, last one, your favorite.
C.
Vitamin C.
Now that is skin.
Immunity. And
I always thought it was skin.
what else about skin? What does it do to your skin?
I don't know what that is. Smooth?
Repair. Neil.
Okay.
Yes. Is it considered a fat soluble or water soluble? Wild
Water.
guess. Very good.
Because I dissolve vitamin C into my glass, so that's how I guessed.
That is one way to look at it. But yes, the classic vitamin C. And it's the term that you've heard your mom scream at you about. Have you taken your vitamin C?
Oranges.
Yes, oranges. It's your immune system's best friend. It helps your body make collagen. That's the stuff to keep your joints, skin, and connective tissue strong. It's water soluble, which means your body doesn't store it for a long time. What you don't use, you often pee out. So it's good to have a good amount, but not excessive, of course. All right, daily dose matters with vitamin C, and no, you don't really need mega dose of it, just consistency. Okay, now, dietary intake of vitamin C from food and drinks, they're essential because human cannot make this vitamin from other compounds. We also need to have vitamin C as regular part of our diet because our body don't store vitamin C for a long time. So basically, vitamin C, what it does is it helps with collagen formation, antioxidant function, iron absorption, and infection-fighting roles. So I can't stress enough how much you actually need in your body. And you can take it any time of the day. And here are some signs that shows that you might be vitamin C deficient, right? It includes the tendency to bruise or bleed easily, bleeding gums, wobbly teeth, poor wound healing, tiredness, and small red spots on the skin. So severe vitamin C deficiency is often called scurvy.
Yes.
That's right. So what kind of food do we need to eat?
Oranges, fruits, limes,
Keep going.
citrus fruits.
Very good.
Yes.
So bell peppers, strawberries, broccolis, kiwis, papayas, leafy greens like kale and spinach would
I had
work
broccoli
as well.
today.
Fantastic. Well, I see you've got nice amount of vitamin C.
Yes.
Okay, the most common side effect of high vitamin C intake is digestive distress. So you might get a bit of heartburn or maybe stomach cramps or maybe diarrhea if you consume too much of it. And in some of the worst cases, kidney stones. So you got to be careful with the amount that you consume. And that would pretty much do it for today's episode. Vitamins A, B, and C all decoded. A helps you to see. B keeps your energy and brain buzzing, and C keeps your immune system strong and sharp. Those are the three letters that can help you level up your fitness and well-being if you just pay a little bit more attention to them. Stay tuned for the next few episodes of Understanding Vitamins as we dive into vitamins D, E, and K as well. The sunlight vitamin, the skin protector, and the blood-clotting MVP is what they call it. So eat well. Live smart. Don't forget those vitamins because if you skip on your B's and C's, you might just end up asleep on the workout mat. And that's all we have for Thank Fitness. It's Friday.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.